this journey.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
Mark, why does the Growers Company buy Ford? Is there any particular reason for that?
Yes, we do, because we depend on a good product, and Ford has been good to us in the past. We put a lot of miles on our vehicles, and they hold up for us, Joe.
And it was a long time ago, Mark, but you're still buying Ford trucks from Alexander Ford.
We sure do, and we get the same great service even today at Alexander Ford.
Alexander Ford. We were here for you then, here for you now, and long into the future. A difference you can count on.
All right, guys, we are back. My camera's not focused. Whatever. Maybe it'll come in focus in a minute. I'm trying to post some update videos right now. So let's see what's wrong with this thing. Can we get it to focus? Focus. Let's just go to the screen here and see if it focuses. Maybe that's better. All right. So I just got the video. We have some major drama going on. So I'm trying to get you guys updated here. We have Alan Impudia. If you saw my update a minute ago, he has crashed. Alan Impudia came up on Andy. Andy was in the pit. Andy pulled out right in front of the 10. I don't know why they sent him. I guess they sent him to try to get him out quick. Maybe they didn't see him coming. Honestly, it kind of looked like a corner, and then Alan was right on him, and then it looked like he went to nerf him, but there was a hard left, and he lost it in the corner. So major bummer for Alan Impudia. He had a really good run going on. He was all by himself. He was trying to solo the event, but major bummer for him. It looks like his truck is still there. So anybody coming into the El Coyote there, center careful. Alan Impudia's truck is still on the side of the road there, and hopefully they can get it fixed soon. We'll see what happens there. So that's an update for you guys there. Meanwhile, up front still it is the number 7. We still have the 7 going, and then behind the 7 we have the 31, Andy McMillan. Behind him we have the 1, and now the 10 is no longer there. We have the 19 going, and then we have the 73, the 21, and the 43. So we have we have the same order that we had earlier, just minus the 10. The 77, Robbie Gordon is moving up and is in there, making his way up. Somebody says, let's see, Rossler is 5th physically and started 10th. Yeah, so the 43 right here, Larry Rossler, we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on him because he did start a ways back, and he has made his way pretty far up. So cool to see Larry Rossler having a good run here today. Hopefully he can keep it going, and then we'll see what happens. We got a long way to go. They're not even over to the coast yet, so things are going to change pretty quick when they get to the coast. I'm trying to post this video for you guys, but for some reason Instagram and Facebook aren't posting it, but it's a pretty crazy video. If I can, it's almost done posting, so go check it out as soon as we're done here. I think it'll be done posting. So behind them, sorry, we got the 16, Cameron Steele coming, and then Behind him, we have, let's see, the 11 and the 10. So we got a couple more guys back there. Let's see if the camera works yet. Then we have the 40, Chris Miller. And Chris Miller is actually driving their spec truck. They normally have a Mason all-wheel drive truck, but they had problems with a part that they couldn't get in time, some supply chain issues. So they entered their spec truck instead. So that's actually a spec truck there for the Miller entry. So interesting to see how they do today. Not a lot of difference really in the actual truck. Well, there is a lot, but I think I don't know what motor they have in there, but they can have a pretty good run on a course like this in a spec truck. Not a lot of top speed stuff where the spec might be farther behind some of the other trucks normally. So we'll see what happens. But that's a look at your leaders. Let's go look at the lead bike. So it's been the 5X all day. Now, all right. So this happened last race too. So look at the 5X. They're right here, right? However, look, see all these quads that are now in front of them? These are the guys that took the Sportsman cutoff. So these are actually Sportsman bikes that, if we go back down and look down here, see this blue line right here? This is the Sportsman cutoff. So instead of doing that whole bottom loop, when the Sportsmen get here, they jump across and come over here, which then puts them in front of all these other guys that did the whole loop. So it kind of sucks, really. You do the whole course, and then all of a sudden you're behind a bunch of guys, and you're like, what the hell? And you're the lead bike, and now you're not the lead bike. So very hard to tell who's in what position here because of the Sportsman cutoff. But the 5X is still your leader, and he will be passing all these other guys shortly. These guys are on quads, Sportsman quads here. So the lead bike is definitely going to be making his way back to the lead. He's just got to deal with some quad dust now, so he's probably not happy with that. So yeah, let's see, screen is so out of focus. I don't know what's going on here. Is the let's see, is the tracking map in focus for you guys at least? Hopefully, if I turn this off, let's see if this one's in focus. I think we're having some, might have an internet connection problem or something here. But hopefully the tracking map is at least a little bit in focus for you guys here. Let me know what that looks like. Let's see, I'll try and check it. Yeah, tracking map looks good. All right, so I'm just going to leave my camera off for now. I don't know what's going on with it. We'll have to fix it in a little bit. Let's see. Let's go look at Class 1. Okay, some other updates I do have here. So Justin Lofton is out of the race. The 41 truck is out with a throttle body issue. So bummer for Justin Lofton. And then Richard Glassick, the RPM Class 1 car, is out at mile 25. He had a torque converter issue, so they're out of the race. So bummer for them. And, but big bummer for them. But at least these other guys are still going okay. So then... let's see. Oh, so some of you guys say it looks fine, and some people say it's not. So yeah, adjust the quality, like somebody just said, adjust it down to 1080p. If you're down in Mexico trying to watch this, or you're on a not stellar internet connection, it's not going to look as good. So that might be some of the problem on your guys' end too, with the way that it looks. All right, let's go look at Class 1 since we were just talking about a couple of them. So, all right, here we go. Class 1 layer. So let's turn it back on. We have Brock Dickerson. Here you go. This is the lead Class 1 car. And then behind him, we have Mason Cullen. Here we go. Look at this race. Look at this battle. It's still so close. They're all right on top of each other. I have to zoom in so close just to get there. So we have Mason Cullen, the 105. Then we have Shelby Reed. Then we have Brad Wilson, and then Brian Wilson. And then we have Cody Parkhouse right here. So all of them are right on top of each other. Those 5 are trailing Brock Dickerson, who no surprise there. He drives like a madman. Brock Dickerson is out front. Does the car hold together or not? That is the question with Brock Dickerson. He's very fast. But these other guys, that's the best Class 1 race I've seen in years. Probably more than a few years, actually. What a battle in Class 1 there. Definitely cool to see that going on for these buggy dorks. Now in Class 10, the other buggy class that's kind of up front, let's scroll back and look. So we have Chase Warren here in the lead, and then behind them we have the 1046 in second, and then we have the 1049, looks like is in third, and then we have the 1045 next in line here in fourth. So that's what's going on there in Class 10. You got those top 4. Here's another one, 1075, and then the 1009. So top 6 or so Class 10 cars are within, I don't know, what's that, 10 miles of each other or so. So pretty good race in Class 10 going on also. Now, let's see. Corrected time should be the 138. Yeah, the 138 started pretty far back. So on corrected time, you're probably right. The 138 is probably actually leading Class 1 on corrected time. But we won't know that until the finish because we don't really have any corrected time splits here. Let's go look at Class 7. We haven't looked at them yet today. So we have Jeff Proctor in the 709 with Patrick Daly going to get in on the beach side. Jeff is in there right now. He's leading. And then we have the 727 followed by the 700 and the 710. So you got the top 4 Class 7 cars there. Then you have another 7 here, the 703. And then it's back to the 701 and the 726 in the 7F class. That's a different class there. So we have those two battling. They're right on top of each other. Pretty good battle in that class there. So now, let's see, what other class? Let's go look at the Pro UTVs again. And if there's another class you guys want to see that I haven't looked at yet, please let me know, and I will try to cover them for you guys here while we can. Let's see, the 2944, Phil Blurton. He was out front last time we checked. He is still out front now. We have the Austin Weiland car in 2954. That's a custom Tisco built car. Pretty cool car in second. Then we have Matt Burrow. Let's see, Corey Sappington. Okay, Corey Sappington just jumped up to third, followed by Mike in the 2975, and then Matt Burrows in the 2948. That's going to be your top 5 or so in the Pro Turbo UTV class. They have 30 entries in that class. Now, if we go look at the normally aspirated class, they're going to be back a little ways. Let's see where Matlock's at now. She was third. Okay, so we have Zach Sizlove. That's the Honda out front. Then we have Caden Wells in second, Adrian in third, and then Kristen Matlock in fourth. Hasn't updated in 3 minutes. So she's actually lost a position possibly, but when it updates again, she might jump in front of all these people that just updated 0 minutes ago. When hers hasn't updated in 3 minutes ago, I would actually kind of tell you that's exactly what's going to happen. I bet you she will update at least in front of the 85 and possibly in front of the 95 also. So we'll have to wait and see what happens when hers updates. So let's look at the Pro aspirated, naturally aspirated class. The UTV Open class, this is the unlimited class basically. We have Cameron in the 1898 out front, followed by Wayne Matlock, Kristen's husband, in the 1871. And then back to the 1870, Justin, and then 1877. Now, where are the kids at in the 18? They must be having some problems here. Yeah, Mitch Guthrie. Okay, that's a bummer. That explains it. The Red Bull OT3 car, it looks like they are down. They're at 0 miles an hour at mile 40. That was Seth Quintero driving there with Mitch Guthrie going to get in later. Not a good run for those guys today. It looks like they've been there for a while too, because those other guys have come down the course quite a bit. You can see if we zoom out, they are a ways behind. Hopefully the kids can get it fixed and at least get some more testing time in here, because this isn't the race they normally do. That's a Dakar car that they're racing here for testing time. So hopefully they can get it fixed and get some testing time in. All right, 516. Somebody says, what happened to Lofton? Justin Lofton lost a throttle body. So Justin Lofton is out with a throttle body issue in the 41. He's called it a day, according to his pit crew, is what they told me. So that's your update on Lofton. 516, there's 5 of them. We have, here we go. We got George Garcia, looks like, Gutierrez, sorry, looks like he's in first. Then Larry Negrete in second. Pretty close, pretty good battle at the front. Then we have the 559 and the 599. So we got 4 that seem to be moving along pretty well. The other one is at 18 miles an hour moving. Looks like they probably had some issues earlier in the race, the 571, but they are going again now. So that was the 1600. Let's go look at the 1600 class. There's 8 of those. They're about in the same area as the 516 cars. Now, if we zoom in, pretty close here. Looks like the 1680 is going to be your leader, Carlos, followed by the 1626, Martin in second, and then the 1621, Kevin Sanchez, is in third. So that's third, and then the class champion from last year, Eli Lee, looks like he is next in fourth. So that's your top 4 in 1600. The other guys are a ways back, 1679 and so far, and going back. What other class do you guys want to see? Class 11, what happened to Lofton? Class 11, yeah, let's look at Class 11. We have quite a good race earlier. See if we still do. All right, we still got some moving. That's the important thing with Class 11s. We just want to see them moving. We don't want to see them stopped. So the 1196, Alex Gonzalez, they're still out front. They were earlier. Eric Soranzo in the 1111, still in second, as he was earlier. 1145, third. 1169, fourth, and 1132. Nick is going to be fourth or fifth. Sorry. So the top 5 are still moving. 6 is at 0 miles an hour, and 7 is moving again now, but was at 0 miles an hour earlier. So hopefully they can get going. Let's see. He pulled out. So he got a throttle body to finish. Okay. So somebody said Justin Lofton might have got a throttle body and he's going to try to finish. So there you go. Lofton might not be out of the race. He might have got a throttle body and is going to try to finish. I just got that update. We'll see if that happens. So there's a Justin Lofton update for you guys. He says, hang on, I got some updates coming in. Yep, he's going to do that. All right. So that's a look there at the Justin Lofton update. How did Nick 5X get hit? Yeah, so earlier, I don't know if you guys followed his the 5X with their Nick rider on his Instagram. He posted an update himself from in the back of an ambulance. Actually, he had 2 broken legs and a broken wrist. And Cameron and Cody with the Baja HQ were actually able to use their helicopter and got him flown out of there. So Cameron always helping everybody down in Baja. Big thanks to those guys. I know Cody heard him on the radio trying to arrange it. So he was in the helicopter, or he was in an ambulance getting taken to the hospital with 2 broken legs. He got hit on the crossover road by a UTV. So I think he was actually got off the bike and then was going to come over to the, I'm assuming, was going to come over to the Pacific side and got hit by a UTV. I don't know if the UTV was going backwards or what, but it broke both of his legs, which that's obviously not good. So hopefully he's able to make a recovery. It was good. At least we saw him posting on social media, so we know he's at least kind of okay to be able to be doing that at least. So good. Hopefully the 5X is going to ride on the rest of the day for him. I know Colton jumped on the bike early and is, took over the rest of, or did the section that the other guy was supposed to do. So that's good to hear. All right. What else you guys saying? Number 10. Yeah. So Ampudia, if you just tuned in to us, where's Ampudia now? He's up here. They just got him flipped back over. He was broken. He came in the pit behind Andy. He tried to nerf Andy McMillan in the corner. He lost it, went in a little too hot, and ended up rolling it and was on his side. Looked like the rear was torn up a bit on the truck too. They did get it flipped back over, I think, but he is not moving as of 1 minute ago. So that's what happened to the 10. Came in a little too hot in the corner and lost it. So let's see, what else you guys have? What time are the bikes coming back? Well, looking at where the bikes are right now, if we scroll back up, where did the 5X go? Probably right here, right? Yep, there's the 5X. So they are only they have 100 miles to the finish. I would say that's going to be about an hour and a half probably or so. So 2:30, 3:30, probably around 4-ish, 4 to 5-ish maybe. We're going to see our first bike finisher. And then I would think around 6 to 7-ish, we're going to see our first 4-wheel vehicle finish. But we don't know. We'll have to wait and see. How is Rob Mack doing? I joined late. Well, Rob Mack is right here. Where did he go? He was here a second ago. There he is. His tracker hasn't updated for 2 minutes, but it looks like he's running about 10th or so right now. So he did fall back a bit. He must have had some issues because Rob was 5th when we checked earlier, and he's definitely fallen back from there. So Rob Mack had either maybe a long pit or I don't know what's happened with him, but he has definitely fallen back a bit. The one thing that hasn't fallen back is Bryce Menzies. He is in the lead. He started out front. He's still up front. Andy and Luke are literally battling each other now for 2nd and 3rd. And then it looks like it's the 19 in 4th, if that's a correct update. 1 minute, 0 minutes. It's probably correct. So the 19 is up to 4th. So the 19 has got around the 11, and they got around the 10, obviously, when they crashed. So the 19's there. Jack's Redline, you guys are looking for his update. He is out with a transmission line issue or something with the trans lines. They were trying to get it fixed. Let me see. I think I just did get an update a minute ago. They said, looks like they just got it fixed. Okay, so Jack's Redline was down earlier. He had some transmission lines or lines issued. I was just told by Lindsey Geiser that they got it fixed. So hopefully Jax is going to be back in the race. He's obviously out of contention for the win, but he is going to get back in and go get some more experience and some seat time in that truck. That was a new Geiser G6. This is the first time he's raced it. So he's going to race that the rest of the year. It's good for him to get some seat time in it at least. And then someone says Pat Dean is doing great in the 19. Yeah, so this is actually Pat Dean driving the Tim Herbst truck right here. If I move it on side, that's Pat Dean in there. He's going to mile 225, and then Tim Herbst is going to get in from there. So Pat Dean definitely doing work over here, as Cameron would say, going over the bike section. 73, that's actually Ryan Millen in there. So he's also doing really good in the John Lennon truck. So we have Ryan Millen there and Pat Dean here. Both Herbst team drivers. This is a Herbst team truck also, or they at least support them. The John Lennon truck. It's a Herbst truck. Herbst built truck. All right. Well, I think that covers it for this this hour. If there's any other stuff, stay tuned. I just got sent a whole bunch of pictures and videos, so I'm going to go make some posts on social media. Who's winning trophy truck spec? Oh yeah, we didn't even look at that. Let's look at that real quick. Trophy truck spec. Where is it? Where did it go? There it is. Spec trophy truck. We definitely have to look at them real quick before we leave. Okay, the Alexander Ford entry, Ryan Hancock, is still in front. So there we go. If you just joined us, Jason Coleman got stuck in a bottleneck earlier, way early in the race, like mile 45 or something like that. Put him way back. I don't even know if he's moving yet. But Ryan Hancock is in first. It looks like Pierce Herbst is second. Jason McNeil running third. Justin Davis in a brand new truck to him, brand new Brenthal. Brand new built Brenthal for everybody is fourth. Jeff Bader, and then George in the 200. The Vincent Munoz, 1450 racer guy right here, X1450 guy, holding it down for the OGs. All right, so he's in the 6th or 7th position, it looks like there. So there's a look at your top specs. This is Ryan Hancock in here with Jordan Poole. Jordan's riding the whole race this time. He says he ain't getting out. They're going to hit all the VCPs, and he's gonna make sure of it this time. So let's see if they have a clean race. So far they have in the Alexander Ford truck. All right. Let's see. What else did you guys say? Anything else? What time do you estimate the trophy's coming back? Like I said, I think it's going to be between 6 and 7 p.m. Pacific time. So probably around 6:30 would be a good guess. Probably around there. And yeah, something about there. We'll know a little bit more once they get across this section right here. This section is definitely going to tell the tale on what time they're going to finish. They are making their way pretty fast through here. They're up at mile 193. Now, once you get, just so you guys know, this section right here is super tight and technical, and then this is all downhill, pretty much from this corner. This whole section on the left right here where these bikes are, 209, this is not fun. It is super tight, all downhill with rocks everywhere. It's basically like King of the Hammers course. The only good thing is you're going down it, which would be much easier than when you go up it, which they did a few years ago. They ran the same section, and we actually ran up, and it definitely wasn't fun. But, you know, on these trucks with the big tires, it's not as big of a deal. Some of the limited cars, I went through there on 32s, and, you know, by driving smart and just going slow, I didn't even drag the pan or an arm one time in a UTV and a Razor. So it wasn't, the Razor went right through there, no problem. But definitely not fun. Once you get down into the bottom of the wash here, it gets a little bit more opened up, and then you head out to the coast, and it gets faster from there. So the slowest part of the course is right here where these guys are now. That's for sure. All right, we will be back at 3 o'clock with your next update here on Fishgistics. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the updates here. I haven't really seen much other live video out anywhere or anything to be showing you guys. I haven't seen any drones yet. I don't know if they're going to get some up or what. But we'll be back at 3 o'clock with our next update. So see you guys then.
There's nothing wrong with looking good. But when riding is your passion, it's performance that matters. Like having the off-road's most advanced suspension. It monitors input from driver and machine 200 times every second and automatically adjusts each shock to flatten corners, soak up the bumps, and handle the hazards. Confidence and control for those who live to ride. Polaris. Think outside.
RJ, you got the green light.
Following Rigid's legendary quality, the all-new Adapt E-Series has a seamless beam transition and an integrated active power management system that will constantly monitor your vehicle's battery state. The Adapt E-Series will make adjustments to the light output, maximizing performance based on the vehicle's capacity. Designed with 3 unique optic combinations for close-range, slow-speed driving, moderate speeds, and long-range, high-speed driving, A seamless beam transition is achieved through an internal GPS, automatically adjusting optic zones and beam paths based upon the vehicle's speed. The Adapt E-Series, the next evolution in off-road lighting.